Hey guys, what is going on? FDMJIV here, back with another episode of Cosmic PvP Factions on Ice Planet. It's map 5, guys. It's been a while, actually, and it's been a while because I've been busy. I've been busy doing stuff. I'll show you guys what I've been up to, actually. I just built this base here. This is our new base, Viscerate's new base, Viscerate's new faction, and we got ourselves a pretty OP setup here. Just have some blazes. We've got some other stuff in here, but the build, I think, is like where it's at. Like, I love this build, but that's not the point of this video today, guys. We'll get it more into the build of the build in another vid. What we are going to be discussing here today are two different types of things, and we're going to talk about axes and we're going to talk about swords for grinding, because we've been dealing with this argument within our faction, and we've also been dealing with the argument with other people. I'm not going to name any names, but some people were, really like adamant that there's no point in having a grinding axe, and that there's no point in having a grinding sword. Or, I mean, you should just have a grinding sword, and that if you can't get looting 5 on that grinding sword, you should at least get looting 4 or looting 3 or whatever the case may be. So I've got a little bit of a test. It's not an equal test, and I'm sorry that I don't have the means to do an equal test. If I do find the means later, I will do it, but I'm going to show you guys this. So I've got this sword here. It's an Inquisitive IV, Rage 5, but it has looting 3 on it. It's basically a modified relic of Astrea, and it's just because I put looting 3 on it. Now, it is a good sword with Inquisitive, okay? It does its job. There is no shackle, and there is no kill aura. And this is the best test I can do to make it even, because kill aura will do damage to multiple, or will actually kill multiple mobs. But there's a debate whether or not it actually works in terms of looting and inquisitive when kill aura goes off. We don't know exactly the details. We haven't actually tested that, and we're going to try and get to testing that in the future. And it's going to be battling against this guy, which is a looting 5, Rage 4, Reforged 10, Ravenous 4 axe. Blessed is irrelevant. Fire aspect, knockback, and even unbreaking are all irrelevant. But this is the test. So I've got 0 levels, as you can see right now. My XP is at 0. The stack of blazes is at 126. And what I want to do is I want to try and go for a nice even round number. I'm going to go with, say, 10k. 10k is level 73. Okay, it's level 73. And when it gets to like the mid mark right here, like in the middle of the 3. Okay, so we're going to be shooting for level 73 with the axe, and then we're going to reset the blazes, and then we're going to go back and do level 73 with the sword, and we're going to try and time it. I don't know the outcome here right now. I'm going to record that after the fact, because I have to time each segment from when I start. When we do both of those setups, we're going to see how fast one gets to level 73 or 10,000 XP, how fast the other one goes. But we're also going to be comparing another thing, and that is whether you make a lot of money and whether looting 5 is actually worth it. So we're going to start this right now with muting my phone, and then we're going to get to this thing here. Now, like I said, we're going to level 73 and a half, and once we get there, it's going to be 10k. We're going to reset, and we're going to do it all again with the sword. So I got my little helper here. If you would be so kind, helper, as to make this a fair test, would you mind going up in the AFK pool to make sure that we get a good spawn? Is that something you could do? It just would be easier. All right, so I'm starting at 136 blaze. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. like 3 more blazes. Let's kill him. All right, that should be 10K right there. XP, yep, $10,010. We're going to sell all. We made 64 plus 3, so that's 67, 6837. We'll just say 6837. That's what we made. Oh, no, there was more there. 6837, 69. No, 6890. $68,900. Okay. And then we'll go XP and then XP bottle. 010. Okay, so we got 10,000 XP in that one. All right, so now let's get the sword out and let's reset these blazes to 100 and what was it, 133, 134, something like that. We'll reset it, and when we're ready, we'll come back. All right, so I've been sitting here waiting for this thing to build up. The TPS is fluctuating between 13 and 16. It's down to 15.85. I haven't gotten these things to spawn past like 113 for the past minute, so I'm just going to go ahead and start, and hopefully we'll be able to go through and do it. I don't think I'm going to say that I'm going to kill the stack probably at a couple times, so hopefully we'll be able to get there in a reasonable amount of time. But as we said before, it's an Inquisitive IV sword with Rage 5. The Rage amount doesn't matter, but this one has looting 3. So we made $69,000 with the axe in however long it took, and now we're going to go ahead and do the sword part with the Inquisitive and looting 3. So let's go. 73 and stop. All right, XP, it's exactly the same, 10,010. How awesome is that? But look at the lack of blaze rods. Let's do a sell all here. 33,000, so all like less than half the money. Less than half the money. I made 69,000 last time. 33 and 33 would be 66, so less than half of the amount of money, and I only made the same amount of XP. Now, I don't know the results of the actual speed, so let me go ahead and tally those up right now, and then I will tell you guys exactly what the times are, and we'll come to a conclusion. Alright guys, I just went and tallied up all the scores, and I have a feeling that some of you are going to be a little disappointed in this test. Now, as I said before, there's variables that go all over the place with this, okay? First of all, the verdict is still out whether or not Lucky has anything to do with this. I was wearing Lucky 8 both tests, so that is squashed. If it does work, great. If it doesn't, great. It didn't have any bearing on this. I didn't add anything. I did have to spend time to do /feed when I was doing the blazes with the sword, but it only did it whenever the stack was killed. So that's a wash, okay? So you can't say that the Ravenous helped in any way, shape, or form. Both had rage on them, and both worked extremely well. They were a one-shot for each of the different ones. The one major contributor to this whole ordeal, I would say, is the TPS. Now, I didn't go back and watch the footage frame by frame to see how many stacks I killed, how many challenges I had. I think I did one challenge with the axe, and I did two, I think, with the sword. But remember, everybody and their sister says that it's better to use a sword over an axe. Well, here are the results. And I'll actually do this. I'm going to put them up on screen. I'll blur the screen out now and put up the results for you while I read them. So the axe on the recording took from minute 3:47 to 8:32, which was 4 minutes and 32 seconds, and netted me $69,000. The sword went from minute 11:58 to 15:09, which was 5 minutes and 11 seconds, and only netted me 33K. Now, as we all know, there is no XP booster for the axe. The axe works like an axe will. You get your 10 XP for every blaze you kill, but the axe, I think, kills them faster or kills more of them, I'm guessing, by default because it's an axe. I don't know how it works. I can't say that it is what it is, but you guys watched as I did this test. I did it legit. I did it to a specific number. We nailed the XP in both instances, 10,000 and 10 XP for both. We got challenged both times. We had no external help whatsoever. You guys watched it live, and it turns out the axe was faster to the XP number and was more than double the money. We made $69,000 with a looting 5 axe and only $33,000 to the sword. But I wanted to take this to the next level. Let's go ahead and take this to the next level and discuss the other things that the sword is lacking. There's no shackle, and there's no kill aura. And this one doesn't have looting 5. So let's even the playing field out with the money. Let's say that this sword was a looting 5 sword, and we got exactly $69,000, and we made exactly 10,010 XP. Okay? It still took extra time for the sword, to the tune of, what is it? That's 28 plus 11, so that's 39 seconds longer to the same XP level. Does kill aura negate that difference? Maybe we'll have to test that later. If we can get ourselves a looting 5 sword without kill aura on it, I'm going to do a triple test. We're going to do the test with, a sword with kill aura and rage, and we'll do it just for speed to XP. We'll do the axe again and do that test, and then we'll do one without kill aura and tally them up. Because if I have a looting 5 sword, I have a feeling that kill aura isn't going to give me the XP, and it's going to be longer. So I think if I get a looting 5 sword, I'm not putting it on there. But shackle would be cool because it would hold him in place. But so far, as it sits, with a unbiased test, everything as it sits, one-shot kill, and we ended up with 39 seconds longer to 10k XP and double the money with the axe. So for my money, and I'll tell you this right now, it's going to maybe trigger a bunch of you guys here, but for my money, this $20,000 axe that I bought in AH 3 weeks ago is far better than spending millions on a looting 5 sword. Hate to break it, but you're wasting your money. That's going to be the end of the episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button down below. If you think my test was flawed, tell me how it's flawed. Tell me how we can test this in a controlled environment and do it better so that we can get an actual accurate result. Because I think spawn rates, TPS lag, that kind of stuff, it all plays into this. And I'm not saying that there may not have been some of that. But when we were doing the blazes, it dropped to 13.8, and when we were at the sword part, it was 13.8 with the axes, but it also jumped to 16, and with the sword it was 16 and 15 were the only things that I really checked. So I don't know. I don't know how much more unbiased I could be about this. But if anybody has a looting 5 sword they want to help, donate to me so I can test this, I'll give you guys a shout out and let you know that you got your stuff back. And obviously you will know I won't be scamming you because it's on video that I got it from you. So let me know, guys. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button down below. Shout out to my boy here, Axe, who was our resident sit-in in the AFK pool. And that's pretty much it. So thanks again for watching. Yeah, he's the pro AFKer. All right. Well, thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great day.